Wiley, I want to congratulate you. When you do interviews, you do awesome interviews. You do your homework. You get all the questions that you want to ask. They're very pertinent questions. You conduct it in a very professional manner. People really underestimate you. Yeah, it's fun to have a gag and a joke here and there, but you have people watching you. You have people that you don't even know that are in this sector, and they're watching. That if you could continue to have interviews like you have and kind of stay out the mess, you're going to be the one that's going to succeed in being a true content creator and working as an interviewer. But you got to get out the mess. VS did help you out a lot. She gave you the tools. It's all in how you use them. You work alone, which is the smartest thing that you could have done. Work alone. Always stay on point. You will have celebrities. You will have people that want to give you interviews. I don't know if people believe me or not. I'm not a liar. If a person lies to you, they'll steal from you. Not only in a materialistic way, but in a spiritual way, and they'll steal your energy. I have my godson, it's Donnell Jones. I could call him at any time and ask him if he would like to do an interview with you, but it cannot be on any type of mess. It would have to do with his talents. He comes out of Chicago. He lives in Atlanta now. He's written and produced for Madonna. He wrote Usher's first hit. And we all know his work. I also have a cousin that works with EMI Records. He's the A&R over the entire Midwest. At one time, he was managing Mary J. Blige, and he's now working with LaToya Luckett. I can get you into release parties. Anyone on that record label, whenever they have a release party, I can get you into those parties. I can get you backstage, exclusives. But you gotta stay out the mess. YouTube is changing. And people are involved in the beef section. That's where they're going to remain. But I've always said that people really underestimate you. That when you do an interview, you're very serious. You've researched the person. And looking up a person on Google is not doxing them. Donnell is one that I call my son. That's my godson. I raised him from the age of 9 until he signed with LaFace Records. I have access to him right now. Anytime I want to go to Atlanta, I am welcome to stay as long as I want to with him. So when you're ready to be very serious about your platform and to stay out of all the mess, I will reach out to him. If he can't do a face-to-face interview, I'm quite sure he would not mind doing a telephone interview. But his time is money. I also went to school with a musician that played with Miles Davis. His name is Glenn Burris. You can look him up. The last thing that he did, he collaborated with Lupe Fiasco. My goddaughter is currently working with Twista. Her name, you can look her up, is Pretty Kitty Lisa Valdez. Or you can look up DAWRECK. She's a writer. Her husband is a writer. He's a rapper. She's a singer. She produces. And she was on the record label with Twista. And Twista is now working with her husband. Again, you're going to have to contact me through YouTube Studios or my email address, which is kissmyyellowass5237@gmail.com. Wiley, please don't disappoint me, because I'm reaching out to professionals and their time is money. And right now, Donnell is not currently on the road, so I have to catch him when he's not on the road doing performances with the likes of Genuine and other R&B groups. So you can get in touch with me. Don't record me, Wiley. Do not record my conversations, Wiley. These are professional people, Wiley. So all that giggling and laughing and throwing mess in, please don't do that, because you're attached to my name. So I'm throwing the opportunity out to you. If you remember, his mother was on, what is that, the doctors, housewives or doctors or whatever it is. The one out of Atlanta with all the female doctors. His mother was on that reality show. And she has a record out now to Dr. Contessa. And I'm not going to go into you exactly what happened and why she put this record out. But I'm privy to all the information and behind the scenes. Housewives of Atlanta, but it's the doctors. And if you go back and look at one of the seasons, you will see Miss Renee. Again, do not sit up and get messy. Keep it very professional. I can get you artists who are relevant now. Not artists that had 2 hit records. And I'm being messy. What's that man's name? Tony. He had 2 hit records. Yes, I met him too. He's got red hair and freckles. Tall, slim, and he used to wear his hair in a box cut, like Kid and Play. And at one time, he was working with my cousin. So, Wiley, I keep saying this, please don't disappoint me. And when you and I have a phone conversation, do not record me. I heard you say that you were coming to Chicago. If you come to Chicago, let me know when you're coming, and I will meet up with you. And we can sit down and talk. Again, I can get you exclusive interviews and backstage passes, and you will be networking with artists that are signed with EMI Records. So please don't disappoint me, Wiley.